10 things you should never do when starting a new job. The title that possible for this article would be things you should remember before starting a new job. Why do I choose this text? This is because it can help people to be ready and know what you should do when starting a new job. The main idea of the text is the thing you should never do when starting a new job. The intended audience is for people who just started a new job, help them start on the right foot, and also for the fresh graduate students. The key part of the text is don't show up late, don't dress inappropriately, don't skip training process, don't start work too slow, don't forget to ask for help, don't depend too much on others, don't get distracted by personal matter, don't expect higher demand for salary, don't give suggestion for the first few weeks, and lastly, don't forget to ask questions. The key part of the text interrelate to common mistake that people tend to do when starting a new job. The key part does relate by showing a clear example, situation and explanation and evidence. So did the author do to generate interest in the argument by giving a situation that usually happen to new employee on their first day. So how does the author convince the reader? By giving strong opening hook to engage with the reader so they want to read more and telling relevant detail reasonable example provided in support of the thesis statement. The teacher begin keeping track of TARDIS. Make sure you understand that constitute a suitable outfit for your new workplace. Next, even your training manager won't be your direct supervision. They are watching you. Next, you may have introduced to this through a very organized, systematic orientation, or you may feel like you are expected to absorb them by osmosis. Next, it is understandable that you may need help or guidance during your first few weeks at a new job and asking coworker for assistance. Ask for help if you need, but believe in yourself and prove that you can do the work yourself. Next, make a policy of limiting personal phone calls and texts to your lunch break except for emergencies. Don't expect more money until you work long enough to prove your value to the employer. Take time to really understand and learn your job, then over time you can make suggestions and changes as the situation arise and as your input expertise is called upon. You may be so eager to start your new job that you don't want to stop and ask questions, but by skipping even most basic question, you are setting yourself up for failure. Is the evidence in the text convincing? Yes, the author give a clear example that can be closely related to most newly employees. So has the author anticipate opposing views contra them? Yes, the author did oppose the view by giving a clear and proper advice and tips for the reader. Is author reasoning sound? Yes, it is because the author gives logical explanation to the reader. So, in conclusion, based on my experience, I used to work at school canteen before pursuing the higher education as very disciplined employee. In my opinion, we need to maintain a good self-image for the employer. For example, always showing up early. This information is also important to the student as the same rule can be applied toward the studies. Being a punctual is also good habit to have so you could save time. Thank you.